They ain't like that no more.
All right.
You can tell by their behavior.
All right.
And I like that anymore in church. But what does that mean when the church no longer fear the Lord?
All right.
I mean, the fear of the Lord is the beginning.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Come on, talk to me, somebody.
Amen.
What does that mean when folks in church no longer fear God? When you're not worried about God getting in your butt, when you're not worried about God spanking you, when you're not worried about God making you sick, when you're not worried about God making you crippled, when you're not worried about God making you crazy, when you're not worried about God letting arthritis take your body, when you're not worried about God letting cancer take your body, what does it mean when folks in the church no longer fear God? I tell you what it means.
All right.
It means whoever's pastoring that church is pastoring a group of atheists.
All right.
Because anybody that believes in God got enough sense to fear God. And so in the story of Cornelius, Cornelius feared God.
Amen.
When God was bragging on Job, one of the first things he said about Job is that Job feared.
All right.
Job feared God. That's the first step of acknowledging God. You become afraid. So
Amen.
Cornelius feared God.
Amen.
And then he was a person of compassion, and so he gave alms. Now, brothers and sisters, I wish I could stay here with you, but since y'all sleepy,
Come on, Pastor.
All right.
and I already had my feel with every time I turn around.
All right. All right.
Huh? Matter of fact, I'm sleeping myself. I only got an hour and a half sleep this morning. And that wasn't a good sleep because I kept waking up, my body hurt. But don't become alarmed, my body was hurting because I was doing some things.
All right.
Don't take it the wrong way, children.
We all do some things in time to come. All right, y'all.
Stay clean. So I really need to get a nap before I listen to the Super Bowl. Because I'm not sure I'm going to see it. Cornelius feared God. He gave alms. And he prayed unto the Lord, because when you believe in God, it always leads you to prayer.
Amen.
And we live in an age now when folks don't pray because they don't believe in God. I was talking this morning. I shouldn't tell y'all this because, you know, church really starts before y'all get here. I was talking this morning about how if we just put a little bit into a little offering basket and stuff, we could go ahead and, you know, kill the business that we got to take care of, you know.
All right.
Because I just believe we don't take a whole lot. I don't know how you feel about it, but that's just me, you know. When I look at gardens and stuff, you ain't got to plant big seeds.
All right.
Come on, talk to me, somebody.
Man.
Huh? Just little old tiny seeds, and if you plant enough of them, you understand what I'm saying. And I just believe that whenever the church come together, if you give a little bit and I give a little bit and she give a little bit and he give a little bit, I believe God will bless it and multiply. And I used the story about the lad's lunch. Y'all remember that? Little boy had 2 fish and 5 barley loaves of bread. 2 small. The Bible clearly says not 2 fish. 2 small fish and 5 barley loaves of, y'all remember that story?
Yeah.
Because Jesus was getting ready to feed 5,000 men, not counting the women and the children. And he had told them, search among the crowd, see who has brought along their lunch. Well, there was a lad there that had brought along his lunch of 2 small fish and 5 barley loaves of bread. Jesus said, bring it to me. Now, 2 small fish won't feed 1 grown adult.
All right.
Are you listening to me?
Man.
Jesus took those 2 small fish, those 5 barley loaves of bread, and he gave thanks to God
All
for
right.
them.
All right.
Are you listening to me? And so when they took the basket around to the people, every time they dipped in it, there was always some more fish
All right.
and some more bread.
Amen.
Because God is able to multiply.
Amen.
I wish you'd hear me here.
Amen.
He don't only do addition and subtraction, he can do multiplication. You
Amen.
understand?
All right.
And I said, how many believe that God will multiply our giving?
All right.
Well, believe me when I tell you, there was at least 7% of the people here who didn't raise their hand. Now, you know that scared me, don't you?
Amen.
I said, you know that. I'm supposed to be talking to people who believe in the Bible,
Amen.
who believe in the biblical examples,
All right.
who believe that God will do just what he
Say.
And to have 7% of the people that get up at 7:45 in the morning and be here, not raise their hand and witness to that, scared me.
Amen.
All right. All right.
I almost fell asleep. I could not believe that, because what kind of world are we living in, Brother Clive, when folks no longer believe? Come on, help me.
Amen.
I mean, y'all believe everything in here, don't you?
Amen.
It's in our denominational creed that we believe everything in the Bible
Amen.
is good for our practice and our living.
Amen.
We use it as our guideline for how to maneuver through the ups and downs of this. And if you don't believe the miracles in the Bible, what sense is there praying to a God who can't do what he did?
That's
All
right.
right.
That's right.
I wish somebody could help me.
All right.
So that's good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, I digressed.
That's all right.
All right.
Cornelius went to God in prayer. And because God is always paying attention and not nodding off, because he that keepeth Israel neither slumber nor sleep, because he's always paying attention, God sends an angel down to Cornelius and tells him that your prayers and your alms giving have came up before me. In other words, I've seen what you've done and I've heard what you said, and I need you to know I got somebody that you need to hear. Yeah, I got somebody that you need to hear, because in order for you to be saved, you got to hear the gospel of Jesus
All
Christ.
right.
Believing in God is wonderful, but in order to get to salvation, you got to go through Jesus.
Amen. All right.
Do I have a witness here?
Amen.
So in this part 5, as Peter, the preacher, gets to Cornelius' house, I wanted us to drop in on what Peter said to Cornelius and his family.
All right.
Because Peter had no idea why he was there. He didn't know he had to preach a sermon. It was not on the Sunday morning schedule. It wasn't even in the bulletin.
All
All
right.
right.
All right. Oh, yes.
He just was told that he needed to go with the men from Cornelius' house back to Cornelius' house. He had no idea why. And so when he gets to the house, he asks Cornelius, why did he send for him? Cornelius tells the preacher that he had a theophany. And brothers and sisters, there's nothing greater
All right.
than a theophany, because it's when God reveals a divine vision
All right.
unto a person.
All right.
Now, most of us have never had a theophany, which is sad. Because all of us should have them, but you can only have them when you believe in.
God.
I wish I had some help here.
All right.
You know, even back in the old days, folks used to have them. They used to be walking and they would have them. They would be asleep and they would have them. They would wake up saying, I seen this and I seen that. And it'd be something that you had never seen before, something that they could not explain. And some folks said there was hoodoos and some folks said there was witches, but some of them was really having a divine theophany.
All right.
So